Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, September 22nd. You'll be interested to know. 194 years ago, today in 1862, President Abraham Lincoln issued the preliminary Emancipation Proclamation, a bold moral declaration that transformed the purpose of the conflict into a quest for human liberation and marked a luminous milestone in the march toward equality and justice. This inspiring act, in the city of Washington, D.C., celebrated the triumph of conscience over oppression and stands as a testament to the enduring power of human resolve and the promise of freedom for all. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Monday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking fair with waves at 4 to 6 feet. Conditions are clean until around noon, when they shift to fair. Winds are currently onshore at 4 miles per hour, increasing to 10 miles per hour by evening, adding some chop to the surface. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m. with the 2-foot incoming low tide, when the west-northwest swell is 5.5 feet at 11 seconds, and the onshore wind is 3 miles per hour. The first low tide on Monday will be 1 foot at 6 a.m., followed by a 5.5 foot high tide at 12:45. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 62 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start strong on Tuesday with clean waves at 4 to 5 feet and light winds early. Wednesday sees a slight drop to 2 to 4 feet, but remains clean in the morning before winds pick up. By Thursday, expect consistent 3+ foot waves, though choppy conditions develop as winds increase, making the earlier part of the week the best time to surf. This morning, it's partly sunny, and it feels like 61 degrees with 6 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 7:06, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:59. It looks like we're in for some mostly sunny weather today, with a high near 64 and a light west-southwest breeze around 8 miles per hour. Tonight, expect partly cloudy skies with a low around 58 and lighter winds. Looking ahead in the weather. Tuesday will be mostly sunny with a high near 70 and a slight chance of evening rain showers, with a light west-northwest wind of 3 to 8 miles per hour. Showers remain possible overnight into Wednesday with lows around 60 and new rainfall under 1/10 of an inch. Then Wednesday through Friday stay cool and partly to mostly sunny with highs in the mid-60s and nights near 60. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, Westside pickleball players and parents are understandably frustrated with the new $4.1 million Stern Grove playground, which opened last week without a restroom, leaving visitors with a 20-minute round trip to the nearest facilities. Carolyn Johnston, a frequent pickleball player, expressed her disbelief, stating it's unbelievable incompetence, emphasizing that many players are elderly retirees who need restroom access. While Richmond resident Mei Chung appreciates the new playground, she finds the uphill walk back from the nearest restroom inconvenient, noting, "Downhill is quite easy, but when you have to go back uphill, it's actually quite challenging." Parks Department spokesperson Daniel Montes explained that a restroom was considered but ultimately deemed beyond the scope of the budget. on to sports. Week 5 of the Associated Press Top 25 poll has seen Miami and Carson Beck make a significant leap, following their win over rival Florida. This past weekend featured an exciting array of college football, highlighted by the Indiana Hoosiers' impressive 63-10 victory over Illinois and Miami's 26-7 win. Meanwhile, the University of North Carolina faced another tough loss, with Arch Manning showcasing his skills against a Sam Houston State linebacker. Last night on Sunday Night Football, the Chiefs beat the Giants at the Meadowlands 22-9. Mahomes was 22 for 37, with 224 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. Russell Wilson was 18 for 32, with 160 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And tonight, on Monday Night Football, we have the Lions at Ravens, starting at 8:15 Eastern on ESPN and ABC. The Ravens are favored by 4.5, with the over-under at 53.5. In local sports, yesterday afternoon at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, the Giants won over the Dodgers 3-1. Steve Bivens earned the win pitching 1 inning of scoreless relief, while Blake Trinan took the loss for Los Angeles. The G-men jumped ahead in the 8th inning with an RBI double by Patrick Bailey and added 2 more runs on a walk and a groundout. San Francisco finished with 5 hits and no errors. The Giants' record is now 77-79. Tonight, the Giants clash with the Cardinals at Oracle Park in San Francisco for Game 1 of a 3-game series. Justin Verlander brings a 3-10 record with a 3.75 earned run average against Michael McGreevy, who holds a 7-3 record with a 4.08. First pitch at 6:45. Now on to football. Yesterday morning, the Niners beat the Cardinals in Santa Clara on a last-second field goal, 26-21. Mac Jones was in for Purdy again and went 27 for 41, with 284 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Kyler Murray went 22 for 35, with 159 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. The 49ers are now 3-0, going into Week 4 to face the 2-1 Jaguars in Santa Ana at 1:05 on Fox. In top news, the story of Ozempic's rise is rooted in a remarkable history of venomous science. David Mendoza, diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in 1994, struggled with obesity, weighing over 300 pounds. In 2006, he discovered Byetta, an injectable medication that helped manage his diabetes and appetite, resulting in significant weight loss. This paved the way for medications like Ozempic, which are derived from GLP-1, a gut hormone that promotes insulin release and enhances feelings of fullness. As research on these medications progresses, a new oral treatment is also on the horizon. The Gila monster's venom surprisingly opened doors to revolutionary diabetes treatments. In business news, the benchmark 10-year Treasury yield rose after the Federal Reserve cut rates. United States stocks ended the week at fresh record highs on Friday, but the sustainability of the rally now likely hinges on the 10-year Treasury yield, according to Ron Albahari, Chief Investment Officer at Laird Norton Weatherby. The S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average, and Nasdaq indexes all closed at new highs. Albahari believes the bull market needs tame 10-year Treasury yields and the bond vigilance to stay at bay. He expressed concerns about potential Fed interference by the Trump administration. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 0.5% over the weekend to about $115,000. Ethereum is down 6% to just over $4,300. And XRP is down 5% to $2.91. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Jury selection will begin on Monday to determine if Amazon illegally tricked customers into paying for Prime benefits, in the first of two major lawsuits from the Federal Trade Commission. This case alleges that Amazon misled consumers about the sign-up and cancellation process, violating Section 5 of the Federal Trade Commission Act and the Restore Online Shoppers Confidence Act. The Federal Trade Commission claims Amazon used dark patterns to enroll customers without their clear consent and made cancellation difficult. Amazon has denied these allegations, stating that customers enjoy Prime and the sign-up and cancellation processes are clear. The government recently won a ruling against Amazon regarding billing information. And in entertainment news, one battle after another is a thrilling action movie that runs nearly 3 hours, delivering breathless, barnstorming mayhem. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, the film features a career high performance from Leonardo DiCaprio, who plays Bob Ferguson. With a budget of $175 million, this ambitious project adapts the Thomas Pynchon novel, Vineland. Set in an alternative reality, the film critiques political issues while exploring complex family dynamics. While Sean Penn's portrayal of the psychotic colonel is amusing, it risks becoming cartoonish. Overall, this film is likely a strong contender for Best Picture. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American civil rights leader and activist, Frederick Douglass. And he said, "If there is no struggle, there is no progress." This sentiment underscores the enduring fight for justice and equality, as exemplified by the Emancipation Proclamation, and reminds us that meaningful change often requires perseverance and resilience. And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach.